Dale, what are you cooking for us?
I'm cooking a sea bass with fennel and citrus fruits and a main of venison with fondant potato, spring greens, Viennese sauce and some wild tomato.
You've got a good career. You probably don't care whether you go further or not, do you, Neil?
Can be further from the truth, really. I'm too competitive to not care about anything I ever participate in, so...
How do you feel when you lose?
I'd like to say there's a higher percentage of the time I don't lose, so I don't have that feeling.
Whoa, Dale, I'm loving it.
Top 3 is a respectable stage for me as a minimum. It's confidence, not arrogance, and I'd like to think I can do well.
I think that Pro Kitchen's been good for him. He's got the bit between his teeth. He's going for it. 20 minutes gone.
In my main course, just for the pork alone, I've got about 11 types of spices going into it, and they all work very well together. If they're not impressed with that, I don't know what they will be impressed by.
Emily, I need to know about this professional kitchen. How was it?
3 steaks in, I almost walked out.
Why?
I didn't think I'd be able to cope with the pressure, and I just thought, I can't do this.
But you did do it?
I did do it, yes.
How's that feel?
It feels amazing.
What are you going to cook for us?
Scallops, and they're served with a vanilla and lime foam. And then for my main course, a pork chop with lavender and lots of other herbs and spices on it.
Five metres away, Emily is cooking, and I can smell it from here. It's either going to be super tasty or completely overpowered, and I'm not quite sure.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? She's enthralling as a cook, like really exciting as a cook.
Don't want to scare you. You've only got 25 minutes left. You've got a very relaxed, happy grin on your face.
Yeah, it's on the outside. On the inside, it's like a duck underwater.
What are you making?
For main course, I'm making sea bass fillets with basmati rice and a mango salsa. And for dessert, I'm making a baked lime cheesecake with cranberry syrup.
Fish and a salsa and then a cheesecake. Are you not worried you may be playing it a bit safe?
This fish dish was inspired from my trips to Paris, and a lot of the time when eating in kind of the little cafes, they seem to manage to get the sort of uncomplicated dishes just really amazing. So I've just given it a little twist by putting the mango and the chilli, which I think just brings it to life a little bit.
Looking forward to it, Sarah. We've seen some great promise from Sarah, but we've seen mistakes on delivery. Now Sarah has to make sure that her dishes are absolutely fault-free.
Just 5 minutes, come on, please. You've got just 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds. That is it. You have to stop.
For her first course, Sarah has made sea bass fillets with mango, chili and honey salsa served with basmati rice.
Your fish is cooked beautifully. I mean, properly makes my heart beat with... I just think it's beautiful. It's soft, it's sweet, it's almost translucent. You know, it's a really good touch, that fish. It almost holds itself, but not quite holds itself together as a dish, because I think that mango might be a bit overripe and a bit too sweet.
I think you've got too much honey in your salsa. But I admire the way you cook the fish. I admire the way you cook the rice.
Sarah's second course is baked lime cheesecake with cranberry syrup.
Your sugar is reduced down so much that now you have a density of sugar, which means the whole thing will set. And it will set as soon as it hits the plate. The cheesecake itself is light, it's fluffy, a little sort of hint of lime in the background. Your biscuit, the base at the bottom is buttery and rich. There's a little bit, I think, almost a burntness coming from the back of it. It's good. I think there is a mistake or two in here, though, Sarah.
It's slightly still not set properly in there, and the predominant flavour is lime. That's the only flavour. Until you get to the base, you get a little bit of ginger biscuit. It's pleasant, but it ain't going no further than pleasant.
It's kind of my style, which isn't overcomplicated. Just simple food done really, really well. I've managed to get the simple food bit right, but not the really, really well bit.
Emily's starter is scallops with vanilla and lime foam.
What happened to the foam?
The hob was too hot.
So we've got sauce instead of foam?
Yes.
Which has made the dish kind of like porridgey.
Yes, it has. But it won't taste like porridge.
No.
No.
The creamy texture over the scallop is fine by me, and the vanilla is a soft, cuddly sweetness. I like that. The lime is too strong in there.
I like the real rich, sharp lime that sits in the back of your palate. I like the sweetness of the shallots. I like the creaminess of the sauce. I don't think you quite got it right because I don't really taste the scallop.
Emily's main course is a spicy pork chop with mustard, chilli and coriander mash and a date and chilli sauce.
There's too many flavours going on that plate for me. However, I do like the way you cook the pork chop, and I love your sauce. Love it.
All those spices thrown into one dish shouldn't work, but you've got it. You've got it. That date sauce is thick and sticky and sweet and bitter and sharp and spicy all at once. Your pork chop, fragrant with lavender and then cumin and cardamom, mace and nutmeg. It's really heady, beautifully cooked. I think your presentation is terrible. But I think the dish is lovely. Love it.
You know what? It's quite a relief. It's done.
Dale has cooked fillet of sea bass with fennel, samphire, citrus fruits and orange and lemon vinaigrette.
They look fabulous. Restaurant standard. Precise cooking, elegant cooking, beautiful presentation. We are a twist of seasoning away from a masterpiece. All right?
Yeah, thanks.
I love that sort of real sort of punchiness of the grapefruit, the sour sharpness of the grapefruit with the saltiness of the samphire and the smokiness of the fish. Great cooking and a good-looking dish.
Thanks.
Dale's main course is fillet of venison with a fondant potato, roasted tomatoes, spring greens, bacon lardons and a béarnaise sauce.
Nah, no way. Your fondant's not cooked all the way through. It's definitely not buttery and soft, but you have good seasoning on there. The cabbage is cooked beautifully. The venison is cooked perfectly. Your béarnaise is a joy to behold.
That is really very, very good béarnaise. It's cream, it's rich, it's buttery, lots of tarragon, which is fantastic. I'm disappointed about your fondant. But your plates look fantastic, really fantastic.
I try not to show it because I think if you show too much emotion, then it can affect performance. It means the world to me. There is emotion behind there that's just welling up.
What a competition. What a day. Thank you so much. Off you go.
Dale was doing two very, very complex dishes. I'm impressed. Technically, you can't fault Dale.
He came in here and presented restaurant standard food. His béarnaise was exceptionally good.
Oh, his béarnaise is very, very good.
Look, let's be honest, there is not a cook in the room as good as Dale.
No, totally agree with you. No, absolutely right. Dale stays.
I just really tried to pack flavour into every element of my dish today, and I think I did that.
Emily took some raw scallops and covered them in a cream sauce flavoured with lime and vanilla, and it tasted exactly like that. I could handle the cream on the scallop, I could handle the vanilla. What I couldn't handle was the amount of lime she'd put in there.
Emily's main course, I absolutely loved it. I would jump in there and swim around with that pork chop all afternoon. I thought it was brilliant. I think the presentation was wrong, but at the same time, the way it was flavoured, I wasn't that concerned about the presentation because I loved eating it. Emily is a brave cook. She's pushing the boundaries.
It may be too different. It definitely overwhelmed my palate.
A place in the next round would mean the world to me, really would. It would mean that I've proven myself and I'm actually really good.
I like Sarah's presentation. I thought her sea bass was cooked absolutely beautifully. Her salsa was too sweet.
The cheesecake, that cranberry syrup, should have been bitter and it was a little bit overdone and became too thick, like toffee. The cheesecake itself, the biscuit base had caught just a little bit and was going a bit dark and a little bit burnt. The problem is with Sarah, she keeps on making little mistakes.
I guess I knew that I was going to be under pressure, but at the same time, I'm just really annoyed with myself. But never mind.
I don't know whether to go with the safe Sarah or the dangerous Emily.
Today, thank you very much indeed. The work, the effort that you put in, it's brilliant. A tough decision has been made.
The contestant leaving us is Sarah. Sorry, Sarah.
Thanks. You just don't realise how intense the pressure is when you're in there, and just really simple things suddenly become really complicated. Emily and Dale are absolutely awesome cooks, and I hope that one of those two goes on to win MasterChef.
Quarter-final time, guys. A little bit more cooking yet.
I just felt that today it went right. That said, anything I've done up to this point is just child's play. It's just going to get tougher.
Wow, it's like a dream. But you know what? I think I'm actually now ready for it. After today, I think I can do anything. I can face anything. I can do it.